So today Miss Cronin read you a story that was all about leaves, and she challenged you to get outside and see what kind of leaves you can find. So I did that, and I found leaves that were lots and lots of different shapes. And I found some that had, remember what these were called? Multiple lobes. And these ones are actually really pointy. And this leaf had already fallen off the tree, so it's kind of hard and kind of crunchy. If I bend it, it makes a cracking sound. I found this leaf that was really, really big. It had a couple holes in it. And then I found some leaves that were still alive. So I found this green leaf. I found this little yellow leaf. I found I don't even know really what color this is. It's kind of like a reddish brownish leaf. And I also found some pine needles. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can use these today to explore the leaves better. So one of the ways is by making a leaf rubbing. So the best way to do that is to use just basic printer computer paper. Construction paper, unfortunately, is a little too thick, so it doesn't really pick up the details of the leaf. But how you do that is you take a leaf, like this one, and you put it under your piece of paper. And then, let's see, what color was that leaf? That's a green leaf, so I'll use a green. So then you take your crayon and you just rub over the area where that leaf is. Sometimes it's easier if you take the paper off of the crayon and use the side of the crayon, but it looks like this way is also working. Okay. And then you're left with the impression of the leaf. So I can see the big vein that goes up the middle, the little ones off to the side, and the shape of a leaf, which this one is kind of like an oval. I'm gonna try one more leaf and see how that goes. I'll give this big one a shot. I'm not sure if an alive leaf or a dead leaf is better, which picks up the more detail, so I guess we'll find out together. That leaf was brown. I don't really want to use brown, so I'm gonna use orange for this one. And this is a big leaf, so I'm gonna have to do a really big area. It's really important that you use your other hand that's not coloring to hold down your paper so that the leaf doesn't move below it. Wow, this one's coming out really cool. Make sure I got all of it. Okay. Wow, same thing with that one. That one was really cool. So you can see the big stem and all the different lobes of that leaf. So that's one way you can use your leaf, and you can compare the sizes and the shapes and just talk about what you see when you see the leaves. So let me show you one more thing that you can do with leaves. Another fun thing you can do is practice mixing colors, but in a way that's not messy. So for this, you need a plastic Ziploc bag, make sure it's one that closes, and a leaf. So you can use any kind of leaf. This is the one that I chose. So the first step that your parents might have to help you with is you put the leaf under your bag and you trace the outline of it. If you're confident in your leaf drawing abilities, you can also just draw your own unique leaf on the bag. I don't think I want to freestyle it, so I am just going to trace. So you trace around the entire thing so that what you're left with on your bag is the outline of your leaf. Okay. So that was the outline of my leaf. The next thing you're going to do is take some paint. Now, here's a public service announcement. I used to be a dollar store every week kind of girl, but obviously with this pandemic, I have not been doing that. But I needed something essential from the dollar store the other day, so I went in there and I found that they have an entire new craft section. And I'm not talking just like kitty crafts. They now have these pretty good sized paints for just $1 a piece. So as you can see in my bucket here, I got a bunch of them because I figured for our at-home learning, it was important that I have some paint. So if you want to go out and get some paint, if you're low on it, the Dollar Tree is a great spot. I live in Little Egg, but I would assume the new one in Barnegat is pretty similar. Okay, back to work now that my PSA is over. Oh, let me pause for a second. All my paints are closed because they're new. Okay, so I opened all of the colors that to me are leaf colors. So I grabbed and opened the orange, the brown, the green, and the yellow. So what I'm going to do next is open my Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna choose some colors to squirt inside of the bag. So I think I'm gonna go with orange. I think I'll do some of this color. What is it? Yellow. Maybe I'll do one more. So I'll do green. Okay. Now, the most important part, make sure you reseal your bag nice and tight. You do not want to leave any of it open and then end up with paint all over. Okay, so now you can see I have my green, my yellow, and my orange all inside the bag. And what I'm gonna do is just move it around and see what happens. You can mix some of the colors, like over here. Now I'm mixing some yellow with some orange. Maybe I'll mix up here. This is a really fun sensory experience. It feels really cool to be touching it, but the best part, your hands stay all clean. So as you're doing this, just ask your child, what do they see happening with the colors? What happens when certain colors mix? So this is a great time to make observations, and you can play with this as much as you want. I bet if I kept mixing long enough, I would maybe end up with some brown. Alright guys, so that's it for me and my leaf suggestions for today. So try one or try both of them out. Remember, the first one was a leaf rubbing, where you can really see all the details of a leaf, so that's really cool. And the other is making a sensory bag out of a leaf and exploring what happens when you mix the different paint colors. So post pictures to our Google Classroom so we can see what you guys are doing. Can't wait. Bye guys.